Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we are diving deep into the debut episode of our Sticky Love. If you thought this was going to be another generic, sweet amnesia romance, think again. This series hits the ground running with an insane mix of memory loss, undercover sting operations, fake identities, and a feared mafia boss who turns out to be completely terrified of a tiny frog. Grab your snacks, because we are breaking down every single twist, plot hole, and hilarious moment of this packed print. Our story kicks off in a hospital, where our female lead opens her eyes to total confusion. She has completely lost her memory. No name, no home address, no family details, and not a single document or ID card in her possession. The doctor confirms she has severe amnesia, leaving her entirely stranded. She starts to panic, but the moment she steps up to a mirror, the tone flips completely. Instead of spiraling over her missing past, she examines her reflection, checks out her face and body, and thinks, okay, I might not know who I am, but whoever I was absolute perfection. She literally falls in love with her own reflection right then and there. Then comes her brilliant idea to fix her brain. She decides her memory just needs a hard reboot. So what does she do? She smashes her own head directly against the wall. Predictably, her memories don't come rushing back. She just knocks herself out cold on the floor. While she is unconscious, the elderly women sharing her hospital room drop a massive bomb. They tell her that a remarkably tall, handsome man, looking like a romantic hero straight out of a Korean drama, has been visiting her constantly. Hearing this, her mood instantly changes. Tears of joy fill her eyes. She forgets about her amnesia and gets insanely hyped to meet her gorgeous boyfriend. She starts primping herself up, desperately wanting to look breathtaking when he walks through the door. Even the doctor and the other patients gather around, eager to witness this dramatic lovers' reunion. Finally, the man enters, and the delusion shatters immediately. Instead of a sleek drama hero, in walks a guy who looks like he's been running on 3 hours of sleep, wearing scuffed boxer-style clothes covered in dust, with messy hair and an unwashed beard. She is utterly baffled. He claims to be her boyfriend, but when she demands proof, he hands her a single photograph of the two of them. She looks at it and immediately points out, asterisk, "We don't even look like a couple in this picture." Where's the chemistry? He calmly spins his story anyway. They have been together for 2 years and live in his rural hometown. She used to be a webtoon artist, but when that failed, she started helping his grandmother at her restaurant. And the ultimate drop, they are actually engaged. With no other options, she agrees to go with him to his hometown. But the moment she sets foot in his house, red flags start flying everywhere. 1. The angry grandmother. She tries asking his grandmother about their relationship, but the grandma gives her no answers and snaps at her for being too loud. 2. The mute employee. She tries interrogating a worker at the restaurant to get the real story, only to discover the employee literally cannot speak. 3. Separate bedrooms. She notices they have separate bedrooms in a house where they supposedly lived together for 2 years. When she confronts him, he quickly excuses it by saying, "Because of your amnesia, I gave you your own space so you wouldn't feel uncomfortable." And still completely suspicious, she demands to know the exact story of how they first met. He spins a romantic tale, claiming she was terrified of a tiny frog, and he heroically stepped in, caught the frog in his bare hands, and saved her from her terror. She literally bursts out laughing in his face. Why on earth would I fall for someone just because he caught a tiny frog? She calls out his fake story on the spot. Realizing he's losing control of the narrative, he quickly excuses himself, claiming he needs to return a car to a friend, and tells her to rest. The big flashback twist. Just when we think this is just a weird romantic comedy, the episode hits us with a dramatic flashback that reveals the truth. A luxury car pulls up, and our female lead steps out. She wasn't a struggling webtoon artist. She was a famous, high-powered lawyer who fought strictly for justice. Here is what actually happened before her accident. The undercover sting. Attending a high-profile event alongside her lawyer boyfriend, she wore a hidden camera inside her watch to record a dangerous criminal target after receiving a tip-off from her boyfriend. She followed the suspect and successfully captured evidence of his crimes, but the syndicate caught her red-handed. The villain offered her a massive bribe to destroy the footage, but she refused, insisting on justice. She delayed them, waiting for her boyfriend to arrive as planned. The villains captured her boyfriend as well, and subjected both of them to brutal torture. Broken by the pain, her lawyer boyfriend cracked and blurted out the truth. There's a hidden camera in her watch. Left for dead, the criminals smashed the watch, tortured her mercilessly, and left her for dead. To clean up the crime scene, the main villain hired a powerful mafia syndicate and left. But when the mafia boss himself walks into the room to handle the body, he freezes. Our female lead isn't just a target to him, she is his unrequited first love. He has secretly loved her for years, even though she never returned his feelings. Refusing to let her die, the mafia boss risks everything. He secretly rescues her from the scene. He rushes her to the hospital under total secrecy. The moment he realizes she has full amnesia, he seizes the opportunity to keep her safe from the criminals by pretending to be her boyfriend of 2 years. He fabricated the entire rural life, the fake engagement, the separate bedrooms, and the story to keep her hidden from the syndicate that wants her dead. In the present, the Mafia boss returns home after returning the car. Our female lead walks up to him holding a live, tiny frog in her hand. She isn't afraid of frogs at all. In fact, in a hilarious reversal, the feared Mafia boss is the one who looks completely terrified of the little frog. She looks him dead in the eye and says, "If we were really in a relationship, you wouldn't have lied about something like this." Before his brain can even process that his entire cover story is blown up in his face, she leans in and kisses him right on the lips. The Mafia boss stands there in total, paralyzed shock, and that is where episode 1 cuts to black. She may have lost her memories, but she definitely didn't lose her sharp lawyer instincts. The Mafia boss tried to lie to protect her life, but he severely underestimated the woman he loves. How long can he keep her safe now that she knows he's lying? Will her real lawyer memories come flooding back when the syndicate finds out she survived? And will she actually fall for her fake fiancé before discovering his real Mafia identity? What did you guys think of this wild premiere episode? Drop your theories down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our episode 2 recap. See you in the next video.